All right, if you're self-employed, an independent contractor, or a business owner, listen up because this one's for you. We're going to tackle one of the biggest, most frustrating financial hurdles you face, trying to get a mortgage when your success just doesn't fit into a neat little W-2 box. It's a crazy situation, isn't it? Your company is on fire, cash flow is great, you're making all the right moves, but the second you try to buy a home, the whole process just slams on the brakes. What is going on? You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You work with your accountant to maximize every single business deduction to lower your taxable income. It's smart. The problem is traditional lenders look at that low number on your tax return and they just don't get it. They completely miss the real story of how healthy your business actually is. And that right there is what we call the entrepreneur's dilemma. It's this huge gap between the reality of your success and the totally outdated rule book that most of the mortgage world is still playing by. And look, here's that disconnect in black and white. On the one side, you have what lenders see on your tax return. They see low personal income, but your reality, it's strong business cash flow. They see what they call an inconsistent W-2 history, and they label you as risky. But you know that's just the sign of successful business growth. You can see it clear as day. The system just wasn't built for people like us. So what's the fix? How do we bridge that gap? Well, thankfully, there is a financial tool that was literally designed for this exact problem. It's called a PNL loan. And it's really that simple and that powerful. A PNL loan completely flips the script. It tells the lender, hey, forget the personal tax returns for a second. Let's look at the document that tells the real story, your business's profit and loss statement. I love this analogy. It's the perfect way to think about it. Your tax return, that's an old photograph, a snapshot of your finances from a year ago, maybe even longer. But a P&L statement, that's like a live video feed of your business right now. It shows your current income, your recent growth. It shows what you can actually afford today. Okay, so it sounds great, right? But what does it actually look like in practice? The good news is the whole process is designed to be way more straightforward and focused on what really matters. Your business is actual performance. It really boils down to a pretty clear 5-step process. First, you have a consultation to talk about your goals. Then you gather your documents with the P&L being the most important one. After that, it goes to analysis, where underwriters actually look at your business's health. From there, they structure a loan that's customized for you. And finally, they walk you through closing. See? It's a process that actually makes sense for a business owner. Now let's talk documentation, because this is key. The star of the show, obviously, is that profit and loss statement, and it does need to be prepared by your CPA or tech tax professional, but here's the best part. No formal audit is required. That's huge. Then you'll need the other basics, proof you on the business, bank statements, but the focus stays right where it should be on your P&L. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this. This isn't just a different loan product. It's a complete shift in how entrepreneurs can even think about buying a home. It's a total game changer. Let's just start with this number, 90%. With a P&L loan, you can often get up to 90% financing for your primary home. Think about what that means. You can get the house you want without having to drain your business of all its working capital for a gigantic down payment. This slide right here gets to the heart of everything. Traditional loans are obsessed with the past. They want to see 2 years of old tax returns. P&L loans, they focus on your current success. A traditional loan basically penalizes you for being a smart business owner. A P&L loan understands why you take those deductions. And the result, a faster, way more flexible process that's actually built for how a business works in the real world. So after hearing all that, you're probably wondering, okay, is this actually the right fit for me? Let's figure that out right now. Let's run through a quick checklist. First question, simple yes or no. Has your business gone a lot in the last year? Way more than your last tax return might. Next up, are you a savvy operator? Do you work with a pro to take every single legitimate deduction that you possibly can? And what about this one? When you look at the money actually coming into your bank accounts versus that final number on your tax forms, is there a big difference? And finally, is there a house you want now? Do you need to move fast without having to wait months and months for a whole new tax season just to prove your income? If you just found yourself nodding along saying yes, yes, and yep, that's me, well, that's a pretty clear sign. A PNL loan isn't just some random alternative. It is very likely the perfect financial tool built for your exact situation. So I'll just leave you with this. You have worked your tail off to build a successful business. You've made the smart decisions. Isn't it about time you had a home loan that actually gets that and finally recognizes the success you've earned?